Beekman 1802. Heather Hall is with us for the entire hour. And Heather and I were just talking about this deodorant. And I'm telling you, I'm so excited to try it. If you have not yet, from the best clean beauty brand at HSN per your vote, this is a 2-pack of their goat milk stick deodorant. There is no baking soda in here. There is no aluminum. There are no synthetic fragrances in here. And we're going to talk about why in particular those things are so important. But we've got them in the unscented. This is the pure. And just recently, they added 2 scents, the mint eucalyptus and the coconut cream. You're getting 2 of them. And I know if you might be thinking, okay, I've tried deodorants like that in the past, and they haven't really worked for me. What's the difference here?
The natural deodorants.
Yes.
I mean, people at home are probably wondering the same thing that you were wondering. The top question I get is, does this really work? Because I feel like so many of us have tried to go that natural deodorant route, and then you end up finding out at the worst time that it in fact does not work.
Right.
I am telling you, go online and read the reviews. This product works. In fact, it works so well that for, I would say almost, I think it was about 4 or 5 months, we had to take it off from AutoShip because it was selling so quickly. We couldn't even sustain the desire for this product. So what we do is we go to the root cause of the body odor rather than masking it or trying to stop the sweating from an antiperspirant. What's happening is our body has bacteria, and then that bacteria is fed on. And when that bacteria is fed on, it causes off gases. So when the bacteria bursts into the little bubbles, that's the off gas, and that's what we're smelling. This product is going to go in and it's going to neutralize and help kill the bacteria that is causing the body odor. Wow. So we go to the root cause of why we are developing body odor. And I'm not making any medical claims, but I will say my personal experience, the longer I have used this, the less I need it, because your body, my body has just stopped producing the extra bacteria. So again, it's not an antiperspirant. It's not something that's gonna dry out or irritate the underarm area. We don't use any baking soda in this product. We don't use any of the,
the aluminum.
Aluminum, thank you. It's early. We don't use any aluminum. I would encourage you to go online and maybe just Google what those products are known for or what they do, because obviously we're putting this in an underarm, and that is a sensitive area, and it's close to a lot of glands, and it's close to a lot of very important areas.
Absolutely.
You can see that there's no color.
There's no color.
There's no transfer. It won't stain your white t-shirts. It won't stain your blouses.
Oh my gosh.
And it's so hydrating. Like most deodorants you put on, and they feel chalky.
Yes.
This is so hydrating that I've heard from people that they use it like to seal their new tattoos.
Oh my gosh.
I use it in place of a foot powder. Like I worked a trade show in Las Vegas almost 2 years ago. And everybody at this trade show, we were on our feet for like 12 hours. Everybody at the trade show was using all these foot powders. By the end of the day, it looked like cookie dough. It was terrible. I put this on my feet. I'm telling you, my feet didn't swell. They didn't hurt. They weren't sweaty.
Wow.
They didn't, like, if you have athletes, if you are a runner, if you've got kids that have hockey skates or sneakers or tennis shoes or girls that dance, putting this on your feet is fabulous. You can also use it on areas of the body that maybe rub against each other, because it is incredibly, incredibly hydrating. It's not the typical deodorant experience, but it will kill the off gases so that you do not smell.
So I can use this all over my body as a deodorant or in different ways?
Yes.
This, okay.
It's a really, really good product. It's one of the best I think we've developed. And it's one of the most difficult for us to keep in stock.
Okay, this is the thing. I'm getting excited over a deodorant, but you know what? Deodorant can, like you said, can make or break a lot of times in some situations. And I have tried a lot of different types out there, and I'm very particular, maybe you are as well, really noticing what you're putting on your skin and where. So again, no baking soda, no aluminum, no synthetic fragrance. If you don't want any scent at all, you can get the pure unscented. That's the one I currently have in my shopping cart right now. We also have the coconut cream, which is relatively new. I think it's only a month or 2 old. And the mint eucalyptus, again, relatively new, only a month or 2 old. We have all of these on AutoShip. You're getting 2 of them. And I'm gonna tell you, okay, the pure in the AutoShip, we have about 270 spots left in AutoShip, and then that's it. And you're getting 2 of them, and I do recognize that you could go to the store, buy a $2 deodorant. But what are you really putting on your skin?
Right.
And sometimes we do things on autopilot because that's what we've always done. There is a better way.
Right, and our favorite saying, when you know better, you do better, right?
Yes.
First of all, it's a lot of product. Like I wound this all the way up just to show you. I mean, my deodorant sticks last 6 months.
Wow.
You don't need a lot of the product. It goes on really beautifully, really smooth, very silky, doesn't transfer. And again, I'm not making any medical claims, but for me personally, the longer I use this, the less I need it. Like it's, when you become accustomed to killing the bacteria that's being fed on, you're no longer making the off gases when that bursts. And I'm sorry for anybody that's eating breakfast right now or having their coffee. But you know, clean beauty is essential everywhere on the body, but particularly in the underarms. There are so many sensitive areas around there. There's so many glands. I also, when I started with Beekman, I came to them, I was having major skin issues. Rashes was part of it. My underarms were, I did before and after pictures and I just haven't submitted them yet, but my underarms were red, scaly, cracking, itching. I ended up finding out that that was a side effect from the baking soda in the deodorant that I was using, and that was just my personal experience. When I switched to this, within 2 weeks, I would say, completely smooth.
This is, okay.
And if I veer from it, I still get the same problem.
And the funny thing is, there's a time and place for baking soda. Not under your arms. There is a better way. And again, it's a skincare company that's not only creating a deodorant in a more thoughtful way, not masking or covering up, because even the scents are for us. It's not to make us smell better. The scent is just, you know, a more, you know, a kind of luxurious feel when you're putting on your deodorant. But ultimately, they're all working exactly the same way. So a skincare company that's making deodorant, so you know you've got the skincare benefits in there, but you also have the benefit of thinking about attacking that odor in a different way. And it's not with those typical ingredients that you see out there. You can see we're approaching 7,000 of these ordered. You're getting a 2-pack, okay? And just like I showed you on my skin, it's not a white cast, it's not pasty, it's not crumbly, it's not wet. You're not standing there waiting for your deodorant to dry before you can put on your clothes. I've even heard Dr. Brentrich say that you could use this, like you said, not only in certain places, but it can be an all-over body deodorant.
I highly recommend like using it on the feet. If you're somebody that, maybe it's not even odor, but it's just constant sweating on your feet.
What about under the boobs?
You could, absolutely. I'm glad that you just went for it, and you were, yes.
Oh, yes, I did.
You did it right there. Camera wasn't on, but you're like.
That's good. I only do it when the camera's not.
Yes, clearly now we know exactly where. We're all set for that. But yes, if you experience, you know, your skin rubbing together or chafing anywhere on the body, you can certainly use this. It's really creamy. It's very, very soft, probably a lot softer than you're expecting just because it's a deodorant. It does have that goat's milk in it. It really works. That's the top question we get. Does it work? It does. Very effective.
Do it. And we do have it on AutoShip. Again, and even this has a 30-day return policy. So even if you're still skeptical, I say be skeptical and do it anyway. And then try it out. If it's not right for you, you have 30 days. You can send it back. But we're all going to jump in together because, like I said, I've got it in my shopping cart right now on hsn.com. And as soon as the show is over, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to check out and get mine. I hope there's still some Pure left. That's the one I'm going to get.
I know you're going to be very happy. It's really great.
So excited. Okay. It's the little things. I say it's the